Hi everybody, it's Marcy. And before we get started with today's project, I wanted to do a quick flip through of the pockets that I finished up after my last video. So these are the pockets, my book page pockets. I got, obviously the book page is my base, and then I put some papers down, and then a focal point, a stamp, and a label on each one. Oh, and they also have a little bit of cheesecloth behind the label and stamp, just to give a little bit of extra texture to it. So those are my 9 pockets. And now for today, we are going to make clusters. And I've made one, excuse me, that was kind of my prototype. And that's it. So I'm going to set that aside so I can see, and I've got everything laid out over here. And so I'm just going to get started. This ought to be really quick. And after I chat, I'll probably fast forward the video. So I'm using mini cupcake wraps. I've got them all flattened out. Then I'm laying some burlap and some music paper and a little bit of text. That's from Highlights magazine. Got a little bit of fabric. A little bit of lace. And a ticket in the center. And that's one complete cut cluster. Now you'll see on this one, I didn't staple it. What I did was I went around and I went in with my sewing machine and stitched around the ticket. And the reason I could just staple it, which would leave everything very loose. The problem with that is because I'm using the burlap, I want the stitching, I expect some of the burlap to eventually fray and stuff, and that's fine. But I wanted to give it a little bit of stitching to keep it from fraying completely over time. So I honestly can't decide. That was at least my thought. And I think I'm going to continue doing that. So each one I make, I will just set aside and it will be ready to go over to my sewing machine as soon as I've got them all done. So once I had my prototype done, then the rest of it goes super quick, and these are all going to be the same, but for the ticket and obviously they could be laid down a little differently. I mean, Okay, so I've got 8 more clusters made. All I have to do is take them over to my sewing machine and sew around them real quick, and then clusters will be done. So in my next video, I think I'm going to work on belly band and tucks. So be sure to come back and watch that. And until next time, please be safe, stay healthy, and happy crafting, everyone. Bye-bye.